when I look at bathrooms, test all the outlets to make sure they're working as intended, but also that they have a certain safety feature called GFCI. GFCI stands for Ground Fault Circuit Interrupt, which is a fancy way of saying that if the outlet senses that current goes where it's not supposed to, it will shut the power down to the outlet in a fraction of a second to protect you. Why is it important? Let's say that you have your curling iron, well, I don't need one, but you might, and you drop it into your sink that's filled with water. Obviously, that's a bad thing. Electricity and water never mix. So the outlet can sense that, shut the power off, boom, you're safe if you reach in to retrieve that curling iron. So that's a good thing. And all modern houses for the last 30 years or so have to have GFCI protection on all the outlets near anything wet, like sinks, bathtubs, showers, toilets, patios, garages, exterior outlets. We are in the master bathroom of a house. The first thing I do is make sure the outlet actually has power. So it lights, excellent. Check the other outlets. That has power too. Now that I know that, I want to make sure, do they have GFCI protection? So when I push this button here, it simulates a fault. It should trip the GFCI. So let's see if that happens. All right, so lights went off. You might have heard the click in the background. So that GFCI protection worked. No more power, this outlet is safe. And now this outlet also does not have power because they're on the same circuit. The thing is now, how do I reset it? How do I get power back once I retrieve my curling iron from the sink? There's no reset buttons on this one here, and there are no reset buttons on this one here. So what do you do? If you have an upstairs bath, downstairs bath, a hall bath, half bath, whatever, most of the time they're all on the same circuit. If we now go into the hall bath, let's take a look at that and see what the outlets are doing over there. So here's the hall bath. We have an outlet in here that also has no power. Over here, there's another outlet, and you can tell here by that little amber light, this is a GFCI that's actually tripped. Again, no power. I push the reset button, and now the lights are on, so power is back. We'll just reset the GFCI, and now we're going to go and test the other outlets to make sure they all work. Yep, that works too, and we'll test them on the master bath to make sure they have power as well. If you ever trip the GFCI in your house and wonder where's the reset for it, check all the bathrooms. Anyway, my little tip for you, I'm Alex, the friendly home inspector of Desert Diamond Home Inspections.